Dear customers and partners, colleagues and friends, good afternoon. Welcome to the Demos on Demand SUEZ World Tour of New Solutions, China and Southeast Asia session. This is SUEZ's first DoD World Tour of Innovative Solutions, where you can learn about the latest SUEZ solutions to support a green and inclusive recovery. Today's tour consists of 8 webinars hosted by teams from Sydney, New York, Shanghai, New Delhi, Paris, and Barcelona, sharing how SUEZ is using new solutions to preserve and restore the fundamental elements of our environment, water, air, and soil. In the China and Southeast Asia session, we will hear 3 presentations. First, SUEZ Smart Water Solutions in the International Tourist Destination of Macau. Second, SUEZ New Laboratory capabilities to help monitor environmental quality in Chinese cities. And third, SUEZ first plastic waste recycling plant in Asia to promote sustainable development in the region. You'll be able to ask questions by texting in the live interactive section, and we will have a Q&A session with the presenters after each presentation. First, let's hear from Steve Clark, Chief Executive Officer of SUEZ Asia. He's giving us the welcoming remarks from Hong Kong.
Dear customers, partners, and colleagues, on behalf of SUEZ Asia, I would like to welcome you and to invite all of you to take a 1-hour voyage around this region so you can sample some of the innovative practices we employ in our different businesses. For many years, this region has been growing rapidly in general terms, of course, but also for the businesses of SUEZ. The region is diverse, covering many different countries and cultures, but throughout there is an increasing awareness of the necessity to look after the environment. And this is opening up more and more opportunities for us. SUEZ has been in Asia for more than 60 years. Our early projects in the region were necessary to provide the basic needs of water supply and sewage treatment. But during the last 20 years, the dynamics have changed. And the need for the introduction of better and better technology and innovative solutions has been the main driver behind our growth. We've also increased the scope of our business by securing many projects in recycling and recovery, particularly the disposal of hazardous waste in China, but also with our services to industry. All of this is with an increasing reliance on our innovative and technical skills. In fact, we are fully in line with the SUEZ 2030 strategy in the 3 key areas: international markets, industrial customers, and technology and data-driven solutions. So, today we are going to visit 3 different projects with 3 different types of innovative solutions and 3 different types of customers. Our first stop will be in Macau, which, by the way, was the first investment SUEZ made in Asia in 1985, where we will show you the range of solutions we apply to provide water as efficiently as possible to the customers in this incredible city. After that, we will head off to Shanghai, where we are going to show you how we adopt our new analytical capacities to help monitor the quality of the urban environment in China. Our final destination will be Thailand, just south of Bangkok, where we have constructed and are in the final stages of commissioning a facility that will treat up to 30,000 tons of waste plastic per year and produce polymer that will be reused by the local industries. I hope you enjoy this voyage.
Next, let's start with the first stop of the tour, Macau Water. With an 85-year track record of supplying water to Macau, Macau Water is now a world-leading water company, having become the first concession project of SUEZ in Greater China and the first PPP project in China. We will hear from Jackie Lei, Deputy General Manager of Macau Water. Thank you to the moderator. My name is Jackie. It's my great pleasure to share with you in terms of smart water services and solutions what we have been doing. I'll talk about 5 things. First of all, I'll talk about Macau and Macau Water, and then I'll talk about the smart management of Macau Water, and then I will talk about the Aqua Advanced Water Network solution and system, and then I'll talk about Aqua Advanced Energy, which is about energy management, and then I will end with the live demo. Macau and Macau Water should be no stranger to you. Where is Macau? Macau is in the south of China. It's a very small island, a special administrative region similar to Hong Kong. We only have a 33 square kilometer landmass, and our population is only 696,000. So you can see the density is 21,000 people per square meter. We have 250,000 customers here, and we know the economy here in Macau consists of tourism and gaming. We have 3 water treatment plants, and by the end of this year, we will have a new water plant that will be commissioned. So together we will be able to provide about 520 MLD in total. You can see that the water distribution network here is quite young, with an age of 16.80. And you can see that the main network has a total length of 622,000. Before talking about smart water solution, let's hear from the regulator, and we will hear from a video.
供水歷史，咁我哋睇翻佢哋一直係以專業啦，同埋以一個國際標準係作為佢哋嘅生產啦，同埋佢哋嘅管理模式嘅。其實喺澳門有唔少嘅公用事業嘅，咁但係澳門自來水嘅口碑一直都係最好。咁我哋亦都覺得特區政府係應該係用一個口碑好啦，同埋係服務專業嘅公司，為我哋提供好嘅優質嘅供水嘅。雖然咧，我哋嘅角色其實係我哋係一個監管部門，但係每次去到自來水開會啦，又或者同你哋嘅同事一齊咧，我都係感覺到一種係夥伴關係。咁呢種夥伴關係咧，就係體現喺即係我哋有困難嗰陣，我哋會共同面對啦。譬如當我哋有鹹潮，當我哋發生一啲天災，好似天鴿啊，一啲自然災害，其實我哋都係同一陣線去應對各種嘅困難同埋挑戰。所以咧雖然我哋係監管同埋被監管角色，但係我哋工作上面咧一直係用一個夥伴嘅方式去合作。去達成我哋嘅目標。
非常感謝王局長。
Thank you, Madam Wang, for her recognition of Macau Water. Next, I'll be sharing with you at Macau Water what's our approach to smart water and what is the technology portfolio here. There are three components to smart water, three scopes. The first one is smart operations. The second one is smart distribution. And the third one is smart service. In terms of smart distribution, the Aqua Advanced Water Network solution and platform will be the focus of my presentation. And then I'll be talking about the Aqua Advanced Energy Management solution, which is very advanced. In terms of smart operations and smart distribution, there's actually a crossover. So very briefly, I'll talk about this. Macau Water is doing smart water not for smart only. There are very clear purposes. First and foremost, we want to optimize the cost structure, the processes. That's a second prong of our purpose. And then emergency management. How do we become more prepared against crises? But more importantly, we want to improve customer satisfaction. That is the first and foremost purpose of adopting smart water solutions. So customer first, as we often say at SUEZ, is the mission statement, the ultimate goal. And let's look at the Aqua Advanced Water Network. SUEZ is actually the front runner and a pioneer in this regard. It's a very advanced platform, and let's watch a short video to see how this is being done at Macau Water. Aqua Advanced Water Network is a very specialized water distribution network management system, as we can see from the video. In addition to the reporting features and the dashboard features, there's actually a real-time hydraulic model embedded in this. And I'll be doing a live demo of Aqua Advanced Water Network. But before that, I would like to talk about the other solution. The other solution is also very specialized. It's called Aqua Advanced Energy. It manages our energy consumption. But beyond that, it's actually highly automated. So I'll play another short video, and while the video is being played, I will explain what the system is designed for and what components there are. Aqua Advanced Energy was launched in 2017 and 18 at Macau Water. The system is to optimize our energy consumption. It will have the predictive feature to tell us the water usage for the next 24 hours. And using the real-time hydraulic model, it will work out the scheduling and the combination of water distribution amounts. In addition to energy consumption, it will also look at the pressure in the network as well as the quality of the water supply. So having met those two important metrics, then it will proceed to optimize our energy consumption. It's a very integrated system and very advanced. It's being adopted at Macau Water. For the majority areas in Macau, this is already available. This is the central region. It's already connected to our SCADA system. It will calculate the number of water users, and then it will send an instruction to the SCADA system, and it will coach the SCADA system to operate at the best optimal portfolio. So that's the short introduction to Aqua Advanced Energy. As I said, the system has a number of components. First, in the back office, there's a calculation model. It will give us the demand prediction, but there might be deviations from the prediction. So every 30 minutes, it will recap and rerun the prediction using real data inputs. And then it will give us the prediction for the next 48 hours. So having those iterations will give us more precise data. With that predicted demand, we will run the real-time modeling and hydraulic model in particular. It will then give us the instructions to schedule water distribution. This is the schematic. The curve above is 24 to 48 hour water demand prediction. And then you can see the reservoir level, when to turn on and off the shutter. This is already is already deployed on the ground. And then I'll end with the live demo using the two systems I mentioned. This is Aqua Advanced Water Network platform. You can see the time series here, the timestamp. If I fast forward to 3 o'clock, so current time, we are on the 9th of December, 3 p.m. roughly, and then we can look at the water distribution, water supply profile. If you look at the different colors, they denote there are 3 plants, 4 facilities actually. The red one is our biggest, and the green one is our phase 1, and then the blue is another one. The 3 colors denote 3 water sources and also their range. The first one is able to supply to sector A and the Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai Bridge. And then the Macau University is also taking water from the red plant. So it supplies to a number of sectors. So what's smart about it? This is actually an hourly view. So we can look at 5 p.m., for example, 2 hours later. It may not see too different, but actually between afternoon and evening, water use will be very different. So let's look at, say, 5 a.m. and then you can see that the water supply is now different. The green plant is now supplying to a smaller area. Why? Because we have what we call smart scheduling. We have different gates along the water supply network to direct the water flow to where it's needed the most. There's actually a lot of hydraulic parameters that you can capture through the dashboard. This is the water leakage. We know that the losses are quite small. So this is blue, meaning that we are looking at very low leakages and losses. And when we run hydraulic models, we may use the mean value, the average number. But in operations, we know we have to look at both the mean and also other dimensions of the data. So if we look at the peak hours of water demand, say 10 a.m., what will be the situation? Actually, some have above 6 meters. So how do we address that? Because I said we will have a new plan. And given those losses along the water network, if we have an adjacent water plant, it will help minimize that. But we didn't know without the system that there was such a big change. So this is to show to the schedulers and also our pipe and network engineers. This is a very useful tool. So that was the live demo. And I like to pass over to the moderator. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Let's see what questions our audience have left in the comment section. There is a question to Jackie. How can smart scheduling of the water distribution network secure water supply for customers? Thank you for the question. We were using the real-time hydraulic model to show where we can supply water, the range, and if there's any issue with water quality. So if there's an issue being flagged, we'll be able to pinpoint which water plant is having the problem, like high turbidity, for example. And then we can also look at the water flow, the volume distribution, the flow speed, the flow rate. So we know which pipe goes to which household and where the problem is. This way we'll be able to secure water supply for every customer. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Next, we will move on to the next segment. Data monitoring provides an important foundation for smart environmental management, and the evolving analytical capabilities of our labs help. Next, let's welcome Mr. Jose Maria Paredes, Senior VP of Smart and Environmental Solutions of SUEZ Asia, and Ms. Lili Li, VP of Equim China to present. 非常感谢大家早上好，下午好，我叫马海洋， 来自上海办公室。非常感谢大家参加我们今天的线上演示活动。给大家来介绍一下我们在华的 Equim 的业务。Equim 代表什么呢？它是指的环境质量监测，它的这个首字母缩写是跟环境分析检测这项业务有关。这部分的业务呢， 呢是最早
Australian
开始
laboratory
于苏黎世
services
18年对于
and is
澳视中
accounting
国
roughly for
ALL 的这个
140
收购。
million RMB
那根
turnover
据
in the budget of 2021. So the secret of the success of this business model is, for me, very clear, is that highly qualified management, sales and delivery teams, the high quality standards that we are delivering to the market, the best technologies of the market that we are using, and innovation. So it's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Lili Li, Vice President of Equim China. She will explain how we are managing innovation in Equim China. Thank you very much.
朋友们，大家下午好，我是 Lily。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lili Li. It's my great pleasure to walk you through the innovation culture at EQM China. In the fiercely competitive third-party environmental testing market of China, how do we stand out and win market shares? Innovation is a very important weapon. How we shape our innovation culture, there are 5 dimensions. The first one is about strategic management, and then we will also look at communication, visibility, resourcing, and also building the internal processes. We focus on 2 pillars and actions. What could disrupt our future business model? Second, how EQM can elevate itself from a lab to an IT and a service platform. There are 4 buckets of activity using policy incentives, customer first, laboratory management, optimization, and marketing campaigns. In the last few years, our innovative technology has been adopted in the environmental sector, and we are now working on soil monitoring, and this is being used in many organic pollutants detecting. We are also monitoring groundwater contamination, and we also identify unknown organic pollutants. There's a lot of sites that are polluted by unknown organic pollutants. So what are they? Our project owners want to know. Using our technology, we'll be able to provide that profile, and we have the library and the fingerprint of all those organic pollutants, and we'll be able to pinpoint the pollutant for our customer. And ongoing innovative programs include pharmaceutical and personal care product testing and antibiotics testing. We know antibiotics is prevalent in water systems and bodies, and it affects our health. So this innovation will translate into a project together with some research institutes in China. We will be setting the standards. The second innovation program pertains to PFOS and PFOA, and they come from anti-inflammatory and refractory materials, and those materials are widely adopted in Western countries. So we are helping to establish the benchmarks and the testing methodology and lead in this way. Our innovation strategies, we cover both vertical, horizontal, and many other diverse dimensions. In the next 2 to 3 years, we will work in food, biologicals, pharma, and also sanitation, and many other areas. We will be establishing the testing protocols to win more market shares for us. The pandemic of COVID-19 has disrupted many industries, and we've also felt the shock. In Q1, we can see that this has resulted in negative growth in Q1. In Q2, it was in recovery, and by Q3, it was already growing healthily. We expect in 2021, we will be able to see tremendous market potential and growth, and there will be more opportunities for us to capture. Innovation will drive us to make bigger success, and we know that we are more environmentally conscious and health conscious. So within SUEZ, we'll be leading innovation to make sure we remain relevant, and innovation will open up more business opportunities and more valuable customers to us. Next, I would like to show you the Equim lab so that you'll be able to understand our culture and our innovation better. Thank you. Over to
近
you,
年来，
moderator.
生态环境不断恶化，人类社会的可持续发展受到严重威胁。人们逐渐意识到保护地球环境的重要性。另一方面，政府不断加强环境安全管理方面的标准，致力改善环境。因此，对于环境检测的数据收集和数据的有效分析变得极为重要。2019年4月，苏伊士全资收购了奥什中国区环境检测业务，成立了苏伊士环境质量监测，将业务扩展至第三方环境检测领域。目前，苏伊士环境质量监测在全国拥有4家综合性环境检测实验室，并且在重庆、武汉、石家庄、天津、青岛、沈阳及南京设有办事处。实验室总占地面积7500多平方米。在320多名富有经验的专业技术人员中，超过20%拥有中高级技术职称，超过15%是技术创新和研发人员。苏伊士环境质量监测的主要服务领域包括地表水、地下水、饮用水、工业污水、海水、农田灌溉水、土壤、农田、底泥、沉积物、固体废物、危险废物、蔬菜、植物、表面擦拭、环境空气、各类污染源排放、室内空气质量、工作场所环境质量、噪声等。苏伊士环境质量监测实验室具有 ISO/IEC 17025管理体系 CNAS 认可以及 CMA 实验室资质认定证书。CMA 资格证书覆盖检测参数2000多项，主要包括有机污染物和挥发性有机物检测100多项，半挥发性有机物检测200多项，有机绿农残、有机磷农残、多氯联苯、多氯联苯醚、多溴联苯、多环芳烃、碳酸酯类、油类和石油烃、有机未知物甄别数百种，金属以及金属的各种形态和价态监测，无机理化指标等环境质量监测。经过16年的快速发展和市场拓展，苏伊士环境质量监测业务遍及全国23个省、2个特别行政区、4个直辖市和5个自治区，为全国近1000个城市提供了环境监测技术服务与技术咨询。从项目方案制定、样品采集、现场监测、实验室检测到出具专业的监测报告和质量控制报告，为客户提供全流程一站式的高端技术服务。在全国服务2000多家重要客户，客户主要为科研院所、高等院校、政府机构、欧美咨询公司、工程公司、固废和危废处置单位、风险评估及修复公司、全球各类工业企业、资源和能源等企事业单位。每年监测的样品数量超过15万个，向社会提供的监测数据超过1000万个。苏伊士环境质量监测在全国建立了完善的服务网络，快速便捷、准确高效、质量优异，在广大客户和同行中获得高度认可和一致好评。自2009年初，实验室就采用了国际最先进的实验室信息化管理系统 Ldpe 进行运营和出具报告，极大地提高了工作效率和管理效能，实现了数据的自动上传、质量管控、层级授权、严格保密，满足了环境监测实验室对检测活动的准确性、公正性、及时性和溯源性的要求。同时，客户可以远程实时监督实验室的监测工作，及时追踪其项目进展和报告情况，方便客户进行项目管理。苏伊士环境质量监测作为高新技术企业，致力于技术创新和检测方法开发， 在每个实验室均有专业的研发技术团队，根据市场发展需要和政策导向，展开技术创新和研发工作。实验室已经参与了10几个环境标准方法的制定和验证，开发的新方法已经运用于高等院校和科研机构的创新项目中。目前，实验室正在开发的水质样品中抗生素检测、激素检测，将用于支撑中科院系的水体生态研究工作，以及未来国家或生态环保部相关标准的制定工作。在后疫情时代，人们会更加关注病菌、病毒和微生物等对人体健康和生态环境的影响。苏伊士环境质量监测将会引入苏伊士欧洲实验室在该领域的先进技术和解决方案，进一步拓宽我们的服务领域，强化苏伊士环境质量监测在中国的市场竞争力。通过与集团全球网络的协同效应和资源共享，苏伊士环境质量监测全面加强核心领域的技术创新能力，为生态环境保护和智慧城市建设发挥积极作用，是中国生态环境监测第三方实验室的质量标杆和领跑者。质量稳定能够保证我们走多远，技术领先能够保证我们有多高。苏伊士环境质量监测将继续领跑中国第三方环境监测实验室，践行苏伊士2030发展战略，进一步整合资源和引进国际先进技术，用高质量的服务和准确的数据，为中国生态环境保护和可持续发展保驾护航。
苏伊士环境有着很完备的实验室，并且有很强的技术队伍，环境监测的分析上能够开展多方面的工作，并且呢，实验室也是开放的，可以和高校开展合作，包括这个人才培养。
So far, I think SUEZ has consistently demonstrated great service, highest quality service, very professional. We can always rely on your data set. It is probably the single most important criteria to have this kind of cooperation where we don't have to second guess the quality of the data.
实验室人员还有对接人员沟通非常流畅，整套服务体系也非常完善，然后实验室的分析质量也有一定的保障。对于一些有疑问的数据，实验室也会进行认真的解答，所以我选择苏伊士环境实验室作为我们的合作伙伴。
应该可以追溯到12年，当时在武汉的一个项目，每天要采集一些样品寄往实验室来这边要分析，哪怕说样品量不多的情况下，每天的这个沟通啊这块的跟踪啊这块的服务，我是认为其实还是很好的，所以就是给我留下了一个很深刻的印象。
苏黎世环境因为在土壤调查、土壤修复这个化学分析方面，一直是国内的这个标杆。
我们前段时间做过一个项目，调查的单位也去采样，也送到其他的实验室进行分析，但是就没有提供一个非常可靠的数据，我们就优先选择苏伊士提供一个挥发性有机物和半挥发性有机物的一个全扫描的分析。那这个分析会比常规的一个实验室分析提供更多的一些污染物的一些信息和数据，也会帮助我们就是推动这个项目的实施和评估这个场地的情况，提供非常大的帮助。
I think as the market evolves, it will require closer cooperation. Really, the consultancy, the engineering firms, and the labs have to work together as one to deliver a seamless service and quality deliverables. So I hope to continue this relationship.
在一些2线的城市开展一些项目合作，特别是一些新型的污染物的分析，一些复杂场地的样品的分析，来开展这方面的合作。 作。
我们希望能与苏伊士一起共同开拓全球性的市场，将来有更多的合作机会。
Thanks to Jose Maria and Lily for their introduction. Let's see what questions our audience have left in the comment section. There's a question to Lily. As a wholly foreign-owned testing organization, are we at a disadvantage in bidding for major government procurement projects due to our WOFE status? Thanks to our innovation, differentiation, and our advanced technologies, as well as our customer-first philosophy and also customer satisfaction, we are more competitive than our peers. Thank you, Lily. Moving on to the third part of the tour. Last Thursday, on December the 3rd, SUEZ commissioned its first circular polymer plant in Asia in Bangphil, Thailand, demonstrating our commitment to improving the environment and building a more sustainable society.
管理业务总监古山
Next,
先
I
生
will
和
ask
苏伊士
Mr.
循环
François Jenny, Business Line Director of Recycling and Recovery of SUEZ Asia, and David Bush, GM of SUEZ Circular Polymer
Good
Thailand
afternoon,
plant,
everybody. I'm
to
very
give us
glad to
the
be with you
presentation.
today. Key topic for SUEZ in this part of the world is about recycling, and the key question is, will the first ever plastic recycling project in Southeast Asia is going to become a model for the region's sustainability? So there will be three parts, three different sequences in this presentation. I will make a quick introduction, followed by a video about SCP for SUEZ Circular Polymer, which is the first plastic recycling plant in Thailand. And then we'll invite David Bourge, General Manager of SCP, to make a visit of this plant on live. The current challenge we're all facing together is that almost 50% of the 400 million tons of plastic waste which are generating every year is ending up in the environment. And in Thailand, there are 2 million tons of plastic waste which are generated every year, and only 25% is going into the recycling system. And this is where SUEZ has brought a solution to Thailand for plastic recycling. So SUEZ Circular Polymer is recycling Ldpe, Lldpe plastic film. The plastic film is coming from different suppliers, industrial, commercial, logistics center, and is recycled into a post-consumer recycler, PE pellets, which we call PCR. The capacity of the plant is 30,000 tons per year, and we have a possibility of extension for this plant. What is very important and critical for SUEZ is about compliancy and high-quality product. This is a synoptic of the plant. I'm going to be very short since you will have a visit on live. Start from the top right with the raw material, going through the sorting, shredding, washing, the drying, extrusion, where we finally generate the final product, a pellet, PE pellet. And then we go for quality control in the laboratory. SUEZ has a rich experience in plastic recycling in Europe, with several facilities, with a laboratory, plus lab. And one of the key challenges has been to transfer this expertise to Thailand for this new project. And this did happen during the COVID-19. So we have been able to use new technology, digital technology, for supporting the transfer of this expertise by using augmented reality. And David later will make a live visit of the plant using augmented reality glasses. And of course, SUEZ, this is the first step in our strategy in Asia, and we plan to further develop this activity in China as well as in Southeast Asia for not only Ldpe, Lldpe, but as well for other type of plastic. So now I would like to share with you a video of SCP. Thank you very much.
Every year, 300 million tons of plastics are produced, but 50% are used just once and ended up thrown away. Over 8 million tons of plastic waste enter the ocean. In Thailand, of the 2 million tons of plastic waste produced each year, only 1/4 is recycled. At SUEZ, we know plastic waste has real value. For over 15 years, we've demonstrated an enduring commitment to mechanical plastic recycling and investing in research, as well as innovation. Plastic waste is an amazing resource for professionals like SUEZ. To help drive Thailand toward its vision of recycling 100% of its locally produced plastic by 2030, SUEZ built and commissioned a circular polymer plant in the year 2020. The facility is dedicated to low-density polyethylene, Ldpe plastic recycling, and is one of the largest of its kind in Thailand. Low-density polyethylene Ldpe, or linear low-density polyethylene Lldpe, like that found in Thai shopping malls, express logistics companies, beverage producers, and electronics manufacturers, is delivered in bales to the plant. After a quality check and manual removal of contaminants, they are sent for processing on 3 production lines. By leveraging on our technological expertise and experience in plastic recycling, as well as the expertise of specialists from our own plastic laboratory in France, we ensure that new recycled plastics are consistently high in quality and comparable to virgin plastic. In this way, we can also formulate compounds according to individual customer-specific recipes. Annually, our facility converts 30,000 tons of plastic film waste into high-quality post-consumer resin, PCR. The recycled plastics can be used to produce piping, trash bags, sheeting, and films for building and agricultural applications and other products. Compared to the virgin polymer that results from traditional petrochemical processes, our facility will be able to claim savings of over 35,000 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent annually. The plant recycles and reuses 94% of its water and is equipped with solar rooftop panels to support on-site electricity generation, creating a massive reduction in the carbon footprint. This circular approach closes the loop of plastics waste management, reducing the amount of plastic that leaks into the environment. In this way, it makes a significant contribution towards Thailand's plastic waste management goals.
Hello everyone, welcome to SUEZ Circular Polymer Recycling Factory. So we are in Thailand and we are recycling plastic, and especially Ldpe and Lldpe film. So I am David Bourse, the General Manager of the company, and for this visit we will use the HoloLens, an augmented reality device created by Microsoft. So using the HoloLens, I am able to show you, so this is a view of the factory. So the factory is composed of about 2 buildings, the production building that you can see here, and the warehouse. We are inside the warehouse now. So let me show you. Okay. So here you can see the organization of the plant. So this is the production building and this is the warehouse, as I mentioned. So now we are in the warehouse here. So we will have a look. This is where we are storing the raw material, waiting to be recycled. So for each trucks incoming, we will start by a visual inspection to make sure the quality is suitable according to our specification. We will add a traceability label, waiting after that to send to production department. So production department, we've got 3 recycling lines in parallel, starting each time by manual sorting, shredding, washing line, drying, extrusion line, and mixing. And after, we store the final product into the dedicated warehouse. Okay? So let's start the visit. So Ldpe and Lldpe film coming mostly from warehouse, logistics station, factory, a shopping mall, this kind of place. Total capacity of the plant is 30,000 tons of plastic to be recycled per year. So we started operation in August, and now we are on the ramp-up, still performing some improvements and maintenance operation day to day. Okay, so let's have a look. So I leave the warehouse building to go into the production building. So as you can see, we start first by a sorting operation. So we will remove the contaminants from the raw material in order to feed the line. So that means this is the raw material that we are sorting. Okay, and sorters will remove the contaminants. After our metallization, to protect the shredder, material will be sent here. So it will detect small parts that we call flex in order to make it able to be washed efficiently by the washing line. As you can see at this stage, the plastic has been sorted. It's mostly Ldpe, but looking at the color, you can see that there is some dust inside. So we start the washing process. So for the washing process, we will use first friction washer. So we will use dirty plastic with clean water. After that, we will obtain clean plastic but dirty water. The dirty water will be sent to our internal wastewater treatment station in order to be depolluted and sent it again to the process. We are recycling 94% of the water we are using on the plant. After that, so we got 2 stages of friction washer. After that, we will send the material to the floating tank. So, what is a floating tank? So the Ldpe that we are recycling is floating. Density is less than 1. So on this tank, all the good plastic will stay on surface and all the contaminants will sink at the bottom of the tank. So that means we will be able to remove the contamination, some of the contamination, like some sand, some other plastic like PET or PVC, during this operation. After the first floating tank, material is sent to a second friction washer in order to clean again and to be able to have top quality flakes. So first friction washer, and second, heat and plant tank. After this operation, we will start the drying process. We consider at this stage that the plastic is clean, but it's full of water. So to remove the water, we will use a dewatering screw in order to remove some of the water coming from the floating tank. And then we will use a squeezer. The squeezer squeeze the material in order to remove all the material. So here you can see the water that we are removing from the process, and here the fluid that dry plastic. After that, we will send the dry plastic to the flat silo. So, in this 2 silos, we are storing the flakes waiting to be sent to extrusion. This is a butter silo inside. We've got 2 butter silos per line. So, the material is coming from the butter silo to the extruding line. So, once again, we've got a metal detector to protect extrusion and densifier, and then the plastic with super dry and super clean is ready to get melted. So now we send to a densifier. So what is a densifier? Let me show you. Okay, so this is a densifier, so you can recognize this machine here. Right. There's a different thing. So the material is coming into the chamber. Here we got a rotary press. We will increase the temperature of the flex using only mechanical friction. So this is the tray is rotating 1000 rotations per minute. And when the plastic is hot enough, let me say 80 to 90 degrees, it will start to melt just a little in order to feed properly the extrusion which is just behind. So if we have a look at the extrusion, so here you can recognize the densifier, and then you can see first extrusion. So first extrusion to set the plastic at 200 degrees in order to make it melt. When it's melted, we will catch the moisture and the steam that we have during the melting process using a vacuum pump here. And then we will have a first filtration here to remove some of the contaminants. After we send the first filtration, the plastic will come here. Okay? So you can see the melted plastic in this area. Okay? Waiting to be sent into the second extrusion. Second extrusion to go to second filtration and then pelletizing. So for the pelletizing, the melted thin plastic goes through a screen with some holes. So it goes out like noodle. Rotary knife cuts the noodles into pellets, and we send cold water, cool water, to freeze the pellets like this. So this is the final product. So this is the kind of pellets that we are producing here. After the quality control, if the material is compliant, it will be sent into mixing silo, total capacity 8 tons, and inside the mixing silo, we will homogenize the final product in order to have stable mechanical specification. So all pellets will spend 2 hours into the mixing silo. Afterward, for each big bag, we will take a sample of pellets that we will send to our internal lab in order to make sure it fits with customer specification.
So, as an example, we've got specification regarding the color, we've got specification regarding the quality of the filtration, we've got specification related to the number of gel that you can see on the film, because we are using a blowing machine to make sure that the processability of our final product is good. After the quality check, we fill the material into the bag, adding traceability label in order to make the connection between the raw material and the final product. And then we will store the final products into the warehouse, waiting to be sent to the final customer. Okay. I hope you enjoy the visit, and see you soon on the factory.
Thank you, Francois and David, for your presentation. And here are some questions from the audience. The first question is, why SUEZ has been focusing on Ldpe and Lldpe?
In fact, during the market study preliminary to this project, we found out that there were already some recycling plants in place in Thailand for different kind of plastic, but there were a lack of recycling facility for Ldpe, Lldpe. And as well, there were a strong local need. So this is for this reason we decided to design and build and operate now this plant in Thailand, using our experience from France. Thank you, Chetan.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is, what is SUEZ's development plan for plastic recycling in the region?
Plastic recycling for SUEZ is strategic. Asia as well is a strategic region for SUEZ. And we are definitely looking at further developing this new activity in this part of the world, in Asia. And as I mentioned earlier, we are looking at further developing plastic recycling activity in China, in Southeast China, not only for Ldpe, Lldpe, but as well for other kind of PE and PP. Thank you, Chetan.
Okay, thank you, Francois. And here's another.
Like this HoloLens in order to support us during the commissioning, to simulate technicians to come with us. So we use them for both laboratory, for trainings, for commissioning of the lines, every kind of activities. We make most of it online. And definitely this kind of tools facilitate this job, and I will say make it possible. Thank you.
In addition, Chetan, just additional few words. In April, May, David was alone in Thailand with his team to commission and start up this plant. No one could physically support him. Our expert in Paris could not travel to Thailand. The technology supplier from China could not travel to Thailand as well. And so with the support of our digital team, we have been able to find out this technology in order to do some remote assistance to David. And that was quite successful. Now we are using this technology as well for other application, other site visit, due diligence, and we are working also on a project of using this technology for the patrol of our facility, our plant, operation patrol. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank you, Francois and David. 非常感谢各位同事为我们带来的精彩。
Thank you to our dear colleagues for their wonderful presentations. That concludes today's World Tour of SUEZ New Solutions China and Southeast session. Thank you very much for joining us. Please stay tuned for more presentations from our teams in New Delhi, Paris, Barcelona, and other locations. A replay of this event will be uploaded for global access 2 hours after the event concludes. So feel free to watch it again. If you have any questions about this event, please send us an email at external.events.hq@suez.com. Please also fill out the survey form on the right. In addition, you can also follow us on WeChat by using the web link on the screen or scanning the QR code. We will be giving you more updates about our advanced technologies and solutions. Until next time, thank you.